it is your reporting that the president suggested nuking them, dropping a nuclear bomb inside a hurricane that would blow it apart before it could hit land. And here's the reporting from Axios. The briefer who heard this was knocked back on his heels, the source in the room added. You could hear a gnat fart in that meeting, something I've never said before on morning television.
You heard that correctly. According to Axios, which cites conversations with sources who heard Trump's comments and were briefed on a National Security Council memo that recorded these comments, the president at some point floated the idea of nuking a hurricane to stop it, or at the very least throw it off course, which is, of course, interesting, considering that this is literally the plot point of famous science fiction movie Sharknado. I wish I was joking, but I am not joking.
When cold and warm air meet, if you drop a bomb head, you're right in the middle of it, you just might equalize it.
Yeah, what he said. April's not too crazy about this plan. Probably because of that hussy being all over the Shepherd men.
April wasn't too crazy about this plan of dropping a bomb inside of a hurricane. And turns out, neither were Trump's national security advisors. During one hurricane briefing at the White House, Trump said, I got it. Why don't we nuke them? According to one source who was there, he said, they start forming off the coast of Africa as they're moving across the Atlantic. We drop a bomb inside the eye of the hurricane and it disrupts it. Why can't we do that? The source added, paraphrasing the president's remarks. Now, Donald Trump, of course, is taken to Twitter and said that the story by Axios that President Trump wanted to blow up large hurricanes with nuclear weapons prior to reaching shore is ridiculous. I never said this. Just more fake news. I don't know who to believe in this anymore, considering that Donald Trump has, in the past, claimed that he didn't say things that he actually said, including the famous, now very famous, Billy Bush tapes where he mentioned that he wanted to grab women by the pussy. So, look, it's an interesting story. Trump has said way crazier things. Now, this was back in 2017, for the record. Okay? He has said it numerous times. Apparently, he's floated the idea. But what's really remarkable here is this past week, Donald Trump said a bunch of crazier things. From telling the car companies that they're politically correct, and that if they were no longer politically correct, they could make a cheaper vehicle, all the way to claiming that a magic stimulant is going to end up curing the PTSD of veterans who are at risk of committing suicide. Now, with many of these sorts of Trump statements, there is, of course, going to be a little bit of truth to it. Turns out the veteran suicide stimulant that he was referencing is ketamine treatment, which is actually a good thing. And we believe that the politically correct car companies reference was made about different regulations that car companies are being urged to drop, according to Trump. But I wanted to just throw this out there because it's a fun little story. At least the president's doing something, right? At least he's trying to stop the hurricanes. I wanted to hear what you guys think, so leave your thoughts in the comment section below. I'm Hasan Piker, and this has been The Breakdown.